Yeah.
I just want the paper. I just want the paper. I just want the paper.
Yeah.
I just want the paper. I just want the paper. I just want the paper.
It's still a feeling that you love to hate. Don't hesitate to put in work just to get this pay. And all this talk about food, I guess I need a plate. But once the trap house boom, I guess I flip a state to get this rate. Money violent like I'm in rape. Half a brick a yay. My firework like Independence Day. Spark a split for hate. Niggas learn from that chink shit. Now my shooters move around, we moving brink switch. I'm from the school of the hard knocks, from a hard block. I need a beat with a hard knock, flipping hard rock. Need a coupe with a hard top or a hard drop. Pull it out, they be all shocked, watch they jaw drop. My niggas crazy, but we optimistic. Cause I remember days I didn't have a pot to piss in. Somebody tell these pussy niggas I'm the best that did it. Your boy Dag, fire plane, that's the best description. Motherfuckers,
I just want the paper. I just.
Warning. Clouded teen causes extreme cases of dumbness, reckless acts of mookism, and total loss of morality. Are you chasing clout? So is everyone. But why don't you look the part while doing it? Get your official clout merch right now at wearetough.com. That is wearetough.com. If you're chasing clout and you're out here on some mookism shit, go ahead and go over to wearetough.com and get your merch today. Salute, salutations, the whole nine. You already know the vibes, man. This is Talking Tough with Stino. I am your host, the toughest of all tough Stinos, man. Salute. If y'all tuning in, make sure y'all hitting that subscribe button, hit that like button on your way in or your way out, either way you choose. Just make sure you hit that like button, turn them notification bells on. Man, so listen. The chickens are coming home to roost 2022, y'all. The chickens are coming home to roost for everybody. It's been a crazy year so far for 2022, and it's getting crazier. Now, I remember growing up, Emmett Till, the story of Emmett Till, what happened to Emmett Till. It's like a folklore almost, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a story that was taught to us about racism, about what happened. And as I'm growing up and as I'm growing older, I realized that it's not that far back in history. Now I'm saying, because as of right now, the family of Emmett Till wants a 1955 arrest warrant executed for the woman that lied and got Emmett Till's life taken at a very early age, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to read this article and shit. I want everybody to listen up, give your opinions on it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about it, man. You know what I mean? So the 1955 arrest warrant for Emmett Till's kidnapping unearthed in a Mississippi courthouse. You know what I'm saying? That's Emmett Till's gravesite right there. A 1955 arrest warrant charging a white woman with Emmett Till's kidnapping was unearthed in a Mississippi courthouse basement last week. So there was an arrest warrant for this lady, man. There was already an arrest warrant out for this lady, and I guess it was never executed back in 1955. The discovery has led the family to press for fresh action in a decades-long case. It has been opened and closed several times since 1955, when Till, a then 14-year-old black boy from Chicago, was kidnapped, tortured, and murdered in northern Mississippi. His death helped ignite the civil rights movement. I mean, Carolyn Bryant Donham, the white woman accused Till of whistling at her or flirting with her inside a store in Money, Mississippi, an action that defied the racist codes in that era. So back in the days, you already know you couldn't do such things like that to white people or whatever. You couldn't flirt with them. You couldn't say shit unless shit was said to you. And that was back in 1955. You got to think about it. 1955 is not that far back. I was born in the 80s. So 1955 is not that far back. But let's keep it going. The warrant, which Till's relatives and advocates uncovered last week in the courthouse in Greenwood, Mississippi, showed that the county sheriff could have arrested Miss Donham, then 21 years old, on a kidnapping charge. I believe she is still alive. She's in her 80s right now. Now, I mean, Miss Donham was never arrested or charged with the crime in connection with Till's murder. Her husband at the time, Roy Bryant, and his half brother J.W. Millam, both white men, were also named in the August 1955 arrest warrant, said Keith Barchamp, a filmmaker who helped film the documentary at the courthouse. The men were tried and acquitted for Emmett Till's murder by an all-white jury, but they confessed to the murder in a magazine a few months later. All right, that's the white woman right there. The two men, at the least one other person, abducted Till from his relative's home and beat him before weighing him down and released him into a river, according to the Justice Department. Authorities have linked Miss Donham to the kidnapping, and a later reinvestigation found no new evidence suggesting that either she or any other living person was involved. So she is still living. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that this somehow moves the case forward, said Mr. Barchamp, who has investigated Till's murder for nearly 3 decades. Ms. Donham is still alive, Mr. Barchamp says. She has never publicly commented on the case. Although the arrest warrant had been referenced in old newspaper articles and other records from 1955, it has been lost in time until last week, when people close to Till and his family decided to search for the documents themselves. The warrant had been buried in a box at the LaFleur County courthouse, not far from where Till had been staying with relatives before he was murdered. Yeah, she's still alive, champ. And you already know, if Bill Cosby can go to jail, so can she. This is murder case. This is a death case. Somebody died. There's no statutes of limitations on murder. You know what I'm saying? It's no statutes of limitations. You know what I mean? What was I at? Mr. Barchamp learned that the local sheriff's office had kept the documents at the courthouse where it used to be based. He and the team found the arrest warrant in a file folder, he said, bound together by a paperclip along with an affidavit and other documents. You know what I mean? The warrant showed that the sheriff's office had probable cause to arrest Miss Donham, Mr. Barchamp said, but they never did. She's in her 80s now and was rumored to be living in North Carolina, Mr. Barchamp said. Attempt to reach her were unsuccessful on Thursday. So she's still alive. She lives in North Carolina. You know what I mean? Bro, listen. I try to understand that this lady is younger than my grandmother. Like, y'all niggas think about that, son. This lady's younger than some of our grandparents. She's in her 80s now. 1955, she was 21. 1955, she was 21. Salute on the check-in. Y'all know the vibes. Let me finish up this article, and then we're going to discuss everything afterwards. And I'm saying the warrant showed that the sheriff's office had probable cause to arrest Miss Donham, but they never did. She's now in her 80s, rumored to be living in North Carolina. She has been evading justice for over 66 years now, he said, adding the only reason why Carolyn Bryant was never given that warrant was because the protection of white womanhood. It is now up to the local, state, and federal authorities to decide if they will pursue a case against Miss Donham. The Emmett Till's Legacy Foundation pressed for action, urging people on Twitter to contact the district attorney in Mississippi and ask that he charge Miss Donham. Representatives for the LaFleur County Sheriff's Office, the District Attorney's Office for the 4th Circuit Court District of Mississippi, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District of Mississippi, and the Justice Department did not return requests for comment on Thursday. The Justice Department closed investigations in 2021 and 2004 that it had opened until Till's murder. The second investigation began after the professor wrote in a book that Miss Donham said she had lied in her testimony that Mr. Till propositioned her and touched her. She later denied her recantation of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and prosecutors closed the case saying they didn't have enough evidence to prove that she had lied. So she tried to clear her conscience one time. Maybe she had got sick. She probably thought that she was gonna die. She probably thought she was on her deathbed, and confessed that she got a little better and said, "Nah, I lied." I'm saying that's not really what it is. But like I said before, man, there's no statutes of limitations on murder. You can still go to jail if you have something to do with somebody being killed. It doesn't matter when it is, what it is. They tried to bury it. They tried to put this warrant for this woman's arrest, man. They tried to bury that shit underneath the jail. It's in the basement of a courthouse. They tried to bury it underground. And niggas think about this shit, bro. 1955 was not that far away, bro. 1955 was not that far away, bro. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Salute to everybody in attendance, man. Y'all already know the vibes, man. Tell me what y'all think about this. Do y'all think this woman, Carolyn Bryant Dunham, should be arrested at the age of 80? Do y'all think that she should be let go? Like, this shit is already gone too far? Do y'all think she need to just come out with the truth? Now, I mean, I personally think she needs to be locked up. I don't care what age you are, you need to be locked up. This shit happened at a time where somebody could say you did something that you did not do, and immediately you would be violated. You will be dragged out your home where you sitting at with your parents. These people was grown ass people. They was married. She was married. She was 21. Her husband's brother dragged a 14-year-old, then 14-year-old Emmett Till out his parents, not his parents, but his cousins in them crib, because he was visiting. He was visiting Mississippi from Chicago. So, you know what I'm saying? She deserves no sympathy. That's a fact. They just charged a 100-year-old man for being in a concentration camp. Blacks need the same justice. This is a fact. Now, this is something that, you know, it's yeah, we like to have fun. Niggas like to have fun. I love to have fun. I love to talk about bullshit. I love to just sit here and just make niggas laugh and shit. But certain shit, my nigga, like, I've been seeing this shit since I was a kid. Hearing about this shit, my grandparents telling me about the Emmett Till shit, seeing the pictures of Emmett Till. You're right. We do need the same type of justice, but it's going to take some sticking together. I'm not on no Million Man March shit. I'm just saying, is the reason why they get justice is because it's a lot of them niggas that's actually moving in the same accord. I'm saying it's time for laughter, it's time for jokes, and it's time for some real right shit. And I'm saying, if niggas are trying to get shit done. She got an innocent black child killed just because he flirted with her. And who's to say he even flirted with her, champ? Who's to say he even flirted with her, champ? Who's to say he whistled at her? Who's to say he did any of that shit, champ? She's a grown-ass woman, bro. On some real shit, before I read this article, I thought they was the same age. Like, I thought Emmett Till and Shorty that lied was almost the same age. Bro, what 14-year-old you know is whistling at a grown-ass lady, bro? So you just mean to tell me this nigga Emmett Till was just wild, disrespectful to the point where he's whistling at grown married ass woman? He was 14. You're 21. He's not whistling at you, dog. Like, this bitch totally lied about her whole situation, bro. She definitely deserves to go to jail. Arrest her. She's foul. That's a fact. People make the same mistake today, looking to somebody for what's right. Listen, man, all I know is this. If it's a way, sure, I'm definitely going to be one of the ones on Twitter messaging the district attorney in Mississippi and just saying like, yo, she need to be locked up. That's it. Like, that's saying she needs to be locked up. I'm sorry. I'm a citizen. I'm also black, and I do feel a certain type of way about this shit. She needs to be locked up. I'm not gonna hold you. The world had to see that little boy's face like that. His mother had to see her son's face like that. And y'all niggas lived your whole life. Y'all in your 80s now. Y'all lived your whole life good and just knowing this shit. Throwing a barbecue on the same day that all this shit happened. So, you know what I'm saying? I definitely feel like she needs to go to jail, if not worse. If not worse. On my soul, if not worse. Like, how could there be a arrest warrant from 1955, bro? From 1955, bro. 1955 arrest warrant for Emmett Till's kidnapping, bro. And none of these niggas was ever arrested for that crime. Who's this? The woman that lied on Emmett Till? Yes. So the family of Emmett Till, just being that you just joining in, smoke salute. The family of Emmett Till just uncovered a arrest warrant for her. So they had an arrest warrant for the kidnapping of Emmett Till, which had her name, her husband's name, and two other people name on it. The other three people is dead. She's the only one that's still living. So they're trying to get that arrest warrant, being as though it's not just a kidnapping, it's a murder. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to get this shit activated. The lady is now 80 years old, or in her 80s rather. So this shit looking crazy right now. Like, can we make this happen? The officers in charge at the time of the investigation need to have their pensions pulled. Bro, they probably not even alive no more, right? For one. For two, it's not even just their pensions, bro. They families, bro, is good off of the pensions and off of, you know what I'm saying, all the shit that they lay forward. They families is good, bro. When on the other side, our families, you know, got to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, quote unquote. You understand what I'm saying? The word of today is accountability. Yes, the word of today is accountability. I'm not going to hold you. 2022 is definitely looking like an accountability summer, champ. 2022 is definitely looking like the summer of accountability and permanent reflection. Hopefully we can get this shit taken care of, man. You know what I mean? Hopefully we can get this shit taken care of. On my soul, because this shit just nasty. I'm tired of hearing about situations where shit happened to us and nothing, we got no justice. You know what I mean? Like I said, this isn't a Malcolm X channel. I'm not Martin Luther King or none of that. But like I said, I have seen this story since I was a kid, and it's crazy to know that she's still alive. And it's even more crazier to know that there was an arrest warrant out for her, and she was never arrested. And she's cool. She's living in North Carolina. She got neighbors. She got a regular life. She got neighbors. She goes to the grocery store. Hi, Miss Bryant. Hey, baby, how you doing? Like, she's a regular person. She got a driver's license, and just buried the fact that she's the person that got Emmett Till murdered. So hopefully this should bring everything out in the open, man. You know what I mean? But if y'all tuning in, make sure y'all hitting that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell. Tonight, we got Tougher Flush at 8 o'clock. Tougher Flush at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Send y'all music into toughhouseroast@gmail.com, man, and we will play your music. Send that $5 in per submission. $10 if you want to skip the line. Send that shit over to $ We Are Tough on the Cash App. It's scrolling right there at the bottom of the screen, big fella. Know what I'm saying? Scrolling right there at the bottom of the screen. Muso says, wait, so you saying Granny gotta go in her own basement and the store and stay at the wall knowing she can't see shit? She's going to have to take her Metamucil in the basement from now on, champ. We on her ass. She's going to have to eat that ice cold Metamucil in the basement, champ. Fuck is you talk about? Yeah, lock her up. And the woman who falsely accused son of the where he did almost 20 years to find out she was lying. All these lying ass loose leaf complected people need to be locked up. It is time. The reckoning is upon us, champ. It is time for niggas to be locked up. This kid was 14 years old. Yeah, I just want y'all to know that I got shot when I was 14. That story is also on my YouTube page, but I got shot when I was 14. I didn't know shit about the world, bro. This kid didn't have a chance to live, but you lived 6 times this nigga, the amount of years he lived. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is insane. Jail shouldn't be an option, respectfully. So what should be the option, champ? What do you suggest? I think jail fits just fine. I think jail fits just fine. I don't know what move her to the projects. Put her right in Baisley Peas. Put her in 40 Ps. Put her in Queensbridge. Put that bitch right in Queensbridge. Put that bitch in the pork and beans. Put that bitch in the pink houses. Where should we put her, son? Let me know. My son said the grave. Damn, champ. You might have a point. You might have a point, nigga. The reckoning. Yo, listen, man. 2022 is the year of the reckoning, man. A fucking arrest warrant from 1955 is reckoning talk, champ. That's reckoning. That's reckoning, bro. You can't hide for too long, champ. You cannot hide for too long. Everything comes to light. I've been heard a minute ago that she was lying. I heard this shit years ago that she was lying, that she said she was lying. And it still amazes me that she's not in jail right now. I like to believe she's been living in hell for 60 years. How do you think that, champ? You would love to believe that. You would love to believe that. That would be silly to believe that. In order for you to do what you did, you have to have a strong hatred in your heart. You have to have a strong hatred in your heart. I believe she got pride in what she did. I believe she take pride in what she did. And I don't want to wait until she gets on her deathbed to get a confession. I like that shit is going to get me so tight. I do not want to wait until this old ass bag is on her deathbed to get a confession. Like, she got cancer now, so she want to confess. And, oh, I really did lie. Haha, but I'm about to, like, nah. Get her while she's still walking around, champ. Get her while she's still walking around, champ. Make her go to jail. Straight live. Yeah, bro. As far as she concerned, her husband and her husband brothers did the dirty work. As far as she concerned, all she did was say, he whistled at me. Which is insane. It's insane. It's insane, bro. But like I said, 2022 is definitely the year of the reckoning. We're going to see a lot more crazy stuff happening. R. Kelly just got sentenced to 30. He's in his 50s. He's 55 years old. The reckoning is upon us, champ. The reckoning is upon us. Young Thug, Gunna, I don't even know how many years they about to get. The reckoning is upon us, champ. The reckoning. Yo, it's just like Donald Trump falsely saying that he won. Yo, listen, man, I don't know about none of that stuff, champ. I'm not gonna hold you. I do not know about none of that stuff. I don't even say that, man. Yo, listen, a lot of stuff, bro. A lot of stuff you gotta leave alone, man. I don't even really be saying certain people names on here, bro. Just per YouTube guidelines and shit, you know what I'm saying? But y'all already know the vibes, man. Like I said, we got that Tougher Flush later on tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. Make sure y'all sending in y'all music, hitting that Cash App. Know what I'm saying? Hitting that Cash App, sending in that music, man, and we be back on at 8 o'clock tonight. I may be on before then, I may not. I'm about to see what outside is looking like. I may turn the barbecue grill on for a minute, man. But y'all go to wearetough.com for the merch. And I'm going to leave y'all with a commercial, man. As always, don't play with me. Stay with me, man. Peace.
You can't run away from these stars I got, oh baby. Hey baby, cause I got a lot, oh yeah. And anywhere you go, my whole crew gonna know, oh baby. Hey baby, you can't hide from my
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep it real, trying to keep it real. Tell me what you want, I'ma tell you how I feel. I ain't trying to get no deal. I keep it real. Tell me what you want, I'ma tell you how I feel. I ain't trying to get no deal. Get no deal. Tell me what